Welcome to episode 56 of the SNLF podcast, sponsored by New Style Apparel. And if you're following them on Instagram, you would have noticed some stock looks like it's finally appeared. So we might be able to see some lines after Christmas, which would be absolutely fantastic. Mike and Gaz with me this evening. Chris has a family emergency, nothing too serious, but not able to be with us this evening, which is most disappointing as he's not been here for about 4 weeks. So he's just, I think, having an extended holiday. But there we go. Mike, how are you?
Yeah, great. Thank you, mate. Looking forward to Christmas.
I was going to say, sound a bit more enthusiastic.
Mate, I will when it comes to Friday, when I actually finish work and chillax, a few weeks off for the family, a few beers, loads of food, and a bit of footy in between.
Yeah, been a bit barren for you, hasn't it?
Well, what can you say, mate? What can you say? Buzzing a bit.
Could be a bit barren coming up, but we'll leave that for another podcast. And having risen from his sick bed like Jesus of Nazareth or Lazarus, whichever you want to be, Gaz is here this evening. How are you, Mr. Food Guy?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. How are you? Still sounding a little bit hoarse, but you know, I'm a trooper. I push on through these hard times.
Fuck off!
It's a good job my mic isn't picking up anything there, isn't it? That's outside the back.
That picked up.
Oh, did it?
Don't you worry.
Yeah, that was my wife.
Yeah, we gathered.
Yeah, the lovely human that she is, telling me to go away.
Yeah, very politely. Oh, we're almost at Christmas, and it's a fight. It sounds a bit funny with everyone talking about the festive period, but including the games this Saturday as well, because we haven't actually got into Christmas. But there isn't actually a great deal of games other than the 2 Saturdays and a round of games for the National League going on.
No, it's a barren, isn't it? I think is the word. Is that the word you just used?
Yes.
Yes.
Barren. Barren spell.
We'll find somewhere to go there.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, just before we get into our special guest this evening, who should be joining us a little bit later, we start with the FA Trophy this evening. And obviously, there's only a couple of games for our sides in it in the third round at the weekend. Horsham beat Hemel Hempstead by 2-0. Worthing drew 3-3 with Gloucester City and went out 5-3 on penalties. So just Horsham through to the next round, being the 4th, which is on the 10th of January, and they're away to Leatherhead. Horsham have had, I think it's 16 unbeaten. They've had no defeat since the 27th of September when they lost to Folkestone in the FA Cup, and no defeat in the league until the week before that against AFC Tottenham. And I know Hemel's form has fallen away just a little bit, though, but they don't seem to want to lose a game at the moment, do they?
Who are you asking?
Anyone. Jump in.
No, they don't. And do you know what? Yeah. All the doubters at the start of the season are starting to look a bit stupid now, aren't they?
That's a fair one.
Yeah, they are. A lot of people, though, do just predict, don't they, that the sides that go up, are going to struggle. You know, that jump from 3 to 2, I think, is one of the toughest because you've got so many full-time sides in that south as well. But Horsham making a little bit of a mockery of that. But Leatherhead away in the next round, a local derby. They're topping the Isthmian South Central, and they've only lost twice this season, Leatherhead. Both losses coming at home. So it may not be quite as easy as it looks when it comes around to January the 10th.
You take it, though, wouldn't you? Dominant at that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'd possibly some of the other sides in that. I'm not sure if I don't think it's regionalised. Actually, I didn't look at the rest of the draw. I just literally looked to see who Horsham have got. So I don't know if it's been unregionalised now. So they could have ended up with, a bit of a nasty one. Potentially probably would have liked it at home, bearing in mind they've just got a good record this season as well. But you'd hope a 2-division gap should see them all right, really. And then the question is how far do you take it? Because your aim was probably to stay in the National League South. You're sitting in the playoff places. You're going deep in the FA Trophy. Do you start to think maybe we need to calm that trophy a bit down to ensure we keep where we are?
Not at all. Not at all. winning's a habit. You know, Don would be expecting to win that game. I understand what you mean. How much pressure is on the legs, especially around this time of year, going towards the business end of the season. Nah, winning's a habit, mate. I'm sure he'll have his eyes on the prize, as many as he can, for as long as he can. You know, he's doing great things down there. Long may it continue.
It's not regionalised anymore either.
It's not, no.
No. So it's the last 32. So you've got the likes of Marina playing Gloucester, Eastleigh are playing Southport, Woking are playing Macclesfield. So it's not regionalised anymore. So, but they're used to this. Look at the runs they put together in the FA Cup the last few years. They're used to. They're used to going what you call deep into a competition, an FA competition. So look, I agree with Mike. You don't want to. They're not going to forego the trophy for the sake of the league. I think the league they're pretty safe in. I think the aim was to just stay up this season. So if they've got a chance to go for the trophy, I think they'll absolutely take it.
Yeah, I reckon the aim's changed now, don't you think? Now where they are.
Yeah, but I think yes. But if you got a chance for a day out at Wembley and chance of silverware,
100%.
Yeah, I think they're absolutely. They'd be silly not to go for it against Leatherhead as well. Get a big tie next round against one of the National League sides. Put some like Forest Green in there, as for example. Forest Green beat Ebbsfleet and get a nice little away day at Forest Green.
Money in the bank as well.
Yeah. Rochdale still there. There's definitely a Scunthorpe still there. There's ex-football league sides there that they'd fancy their chances at come the next round if they get past Leatherhead.
I think it's quite interesting though, because I was watching a lot of York supporters after their game on Saturday. They went out to Clitheroe on penalties, and again there was a bit of you know, you win trophy games, it carries on that momentum, rah and that, and then there was the other side of it. Well, if we're serious about promotion, which I'm not saying Horsham are when it comes to the National League South, but you know, we're based where they are at the moment. Actually, those extra games then puts more pressure on the squad, and especially when you're part-time as well. You know, and I look at last year, Dean had worked out we'd been the trophy off last year, which we did. We went one round, went out at Altrincham, and that was just in that spell where we lost one in 30 to win the league. Everyone else on that, I think York might have been one of the two other sides that were out of it. The sides that went deep then struggled at the back end of the season to maintain because they had so many games. We were quite lucky as well that our opponents in the next weekends of the trophy as well also went out the round before. So we didn't have any Saturday games moved to Tuesday. But when you start to go Saturday, Tuesday, especially at the wrong end as well, it can take quite a lot out of it. And we know Horsham squad isn't going to be as big as maybe somebody's full-time sides as well. Obviously, they can bring players in on loan. So there's two different camps to it. And I suppose it depends how you look at it. And, you know, I mean, we saw last year at Wembley, well, Mike didn't because he'd gone home by then. But Spennymoor got all the way in one day. Spennymoor got all the way to the final from the National League North. So it is possible, but it's not a guarantee. And then, you know, do you get to the quarters? Do you get to the semis? And then because the legs have had enough, they just can't do anymore. The league form drops off and they actually finish outside the playoffs. Be fantastic wherever Horsham finish, but there's that maybe balance it up. And I know in the past we've had, you know, they've had the great FA Cup runs, but they're done by November or December, and then they've got 4 months clear. Whereas the trophy eats into that kind of time. So be interesting to see how they manage it, whether they squad rotate a little bit, you know, whether he's got a bit more budget to maybe bring one or two players in just to cope with the workload. Player was, you know, interesting to see. But
hear me out. May, was it 18th, 19th, 20th? It's normally around that weekend.
Yeah.
Haywards Heath in the Vars final, Horsham in the trophy final, SNLF day out, press pass through the FA, get behind the scenes.
I won't get one of them.
You'll be banned.
Yeah, Mike will be listening outside.
You'll have a stadium ban by that point. But press pass behind the scenes. Oh, mate, I'm planning the footage in my head already.
Long way to go, lad. Long way to go.
Oh, yeah, but
Trev, I totally agree with what you're saying. Do you have a little gamble now and keep that winning momentum going? You know, push on, get some money behind the coffers. It is going to feel in the legs come March, April time, certainly. You know, he has got not the biggest squad. So it's definitely a fair judgment or call they've got to make. But got to go for it at the moment. They've got to go and beat Leatherhead anyway.
Yeah, and I suppose I think the nice thing is that the trophy's one game a month, so you're not, you know,
is that the format now?
Yeah. It's one a month, the same as the Varsity, so it makes it that little bit easier. I think the semi-finals are still, they're one-legged, aren't they? It's the Vars that's two-legged. So you know, you can sort of like win a game, put it to bed for a while, concentrate on the league, and then you pick it back up again.
You'd like to think that I can't remember where I'm going with that point. Welcome back to the professionalism that
mate,
is Gareth Spinks.
I'm so glad you're back on this evening.
Oh my god!
Now just before as Gaz has completely lost his train of thought, just before we get on to the National League South results and the fixtures from last week, we have got one game taking place this evening in the Southern Combination Premier Division. Leaders Haywards Heath are at home to Crawley Down Gatwick on a rare Wednesday that we actually spoke to Kev and Alex about last week, playing on Wednesdays. See how it goes. They're already 1 goal to the good against Crawley Down Gatwick, so we'll keep you updated throughout the Wednesday evening, and by the time it comes to Thursday, when you listen to it, or Friday, you will have known the result beforehand. Right, let's have a quick look at the National League South. Only one game for our sides, obviously, last weekend with the FA Trophy games. Eastbourne Borough went down 2-1 at home to Chelmsford. This coming Saturday, Borough head to Dover Athletic. Horsham are at home to Cheltenham United, and Worthing host Farnborough. I'd imagine Hinch should be looking for a little bit of a reaction to their trophy exit last week. I did say Gloucester wouldn't be an easy game given how well their seasons started. They're second to Bolton and Hersham in the Southern League Premier South Division. And probably going out on penalties was not on his bingo card either.
Possibly not. The same situation. Is it going to help them now in the long run? Interesting, isn't it? Especially if Horsham go deep.
Yeah.
There's only a point between them at the moment. And obviously, Worthing got a couple of games in hand. But, yeah, it wasn't expected, was it, going out on there?
No, a bit open maybe as well at 3-3.
Well, maybe you could ask the guest, see what his opinion is. I'm not going to say nothing controversial before he jumps on.
Wait till he is on. I mean, Gaz, you've had a quick look at the rest of the draw just now and that. How many more sides in that top 5 or 6 in the National League South are still in the competition?
Good question. I've actually come off it.
Just roughly. I mean, I know Ebbsfleet, I think, are in, because they beat Braintree.
Ebbsfleet are in it.
No, a bit lower down.
Dagenham and Redbridge are in it.
Lower down, yeah.
I'll just quickly find it again in 2 seconds.
Chat your time, mate.
For goodness sake, keep talking. Yeah, like just chat, you know. There's a few left in it, you know.
Are you sure?
Oh, yes.
I love it. It's great.
Where's Statman when you need him?
Yeah, well, yeah, but he doesn't like cups, does he? They get in his way. It's on his spreadsheets and that. He gets a bit all flustered, and you know, when all these anomalies of cups get. I mean, I think if he had his way, be no FA Cup, be no FA Trophy, no FA Vars, no League Cup, no this, no that. There'd be 38 league games in the season. He knows exactly where he is.
We got Bath are still in it.
Oh no, they're lower down as well. Yeah.
Dagenham and Redbridge, Wealdstone, Ebbsfleet. That's it. Horsham.
So it sounds pretty much like then the entire top lot of the National League South are actually out of the competition, bar Horsham. Again, that that might be a little bit telling without those extra games to play midweek.
Yeah, it will be.
I actually fully agree with that. But still be going on now to go and win the next game.
Yes, that'd be interesting. Monty's in from Germany this evening. How about that? Jet setting and
Guten Tag, Herr Mont. Sorry.
No.
Where were we?
Where were we? We were in the National
We're talking about the National League South.
You tell it's getting close to Christmas, can't you? And we've had a tough year at this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Obviously, Eastbourne now played a game extra than those down at the bottom as well. And obviously, when you play on a weekend when not many other sides are playing as well, regardless of who you're playing, you've got to pick up points, especially given their position as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I worry about Eastbourne. And look, the guys I got in there are great. I just worry that there's not enough experience in that squad to dig deep. There's a lot of youngsters in there who could learn a lot from this, and the situation they're in. I just think it's a little bit. It's a tough one, isn't it? It's you need players with a little bit of experience, a little bit of sort of leadership. They've got leaders. We had Hugo on a few weeks ago, and they've brought some leaders in. I just worry that I don't want them to go down. Look, what they're building there and around the club and the hospitality side of things and everything else. It's not a club that really needs to be in that position. But we spoke about this a couple of seasons ago when they were sort of struggling. I don't think we spoke about it, but I know I spoke about it with Trev. And they are, I think they might be in a little bit of trouble. Boxing Day will be a massive fixture for them. It'll be a key fixture.
Who they got?
They got Worthing on Boxing Day at home. They'll be bang up for it, and they'll have that addition of the crowd. But we've seen that in the past. Was it last season where it didn't really make much of a difference because Worthing managed to sort of assert some dominance in the end. But good luck to them. I think they might need it. I hope not, but I think they might.
Yeah,
having three clubs in Sussex in the National League South.
The only thing they've got with January is obviously with the transfer window reopening as well, and a lot of the under 21 sides now out of the whatever it is, Virtue Trophy, National League Cup, whatever they all compete in these days. But again, it's not the experience you want, but it's whether they can pick up one or two youngsters that have got enough pedigree to be able to drop down to that level and notch a few goals. Picking up that kind of experience in January is nigh on impossible because everyone's looking to strengthen rather than weaken. A winnable game Saturday at Dover, though. There's no sort of, that's the kind of one they need to go and get 3 points from just as well to start reeling those sides back in, that are just starting to pull away a little bit above them.
Yeah, I think that's a fair one. I just want to go back to what you said about, they brought in some youth in there. I'm a firm believer that if they're, they're good enough, they're old enough. Do you know what I mean? So if that we know they've got one of the youngest, they still got one of the youngest squads in that league. I believe.
I thought so.
Yeah. I can understand about adding experience, but there are a lot of good enough players out there that they can also bring in. It's looking tough though, Trev, isn't it? Because if they don't win the next one, then they're at least 5, 6, 7 points away. And they've got to start having games go against them,
Yeah, tough old ask. Right, let's get into the Isthmian League Prem Division. Results last week on Friday evening, Whitehawk went to Cray Wanderers and won by 2-1. On Saturday, Burgess Hill Town beat Ramsgate by 4-3. Lewis won 4-1 at Dulwich Hamlet, and Chichester City won 2-1 at St Albans City. On Tuesday evening, Chichester drew 2-2 at home to Cheshunt. In the Velocity Cup, Burgess Hill Town drew 0-0 at Hayes and Yedding, but went through 8-7 on penalties. This coming Saturday, Burgess Hill Town are at home to Averley. Chichester host #United. Whitehawk travel to Cray Valley Paper Mill, and Lewis entertain Welling United. Gaz, 4 welcome points for Chichester in the last 2 games. Just starting to pull away a little bit now from that bottom 4, and still with a few games in hand as well.
Yeah. I think we said, didn't we, that their games in hand will start to, as long as they get them in before Christmas, they should by Christmas they'll have moved up the league. It was a little bit squeaky bum seeing them there, but I think the games that they had in hand are starting to pay off a little bit, and they can pick up some more points, move further up that, and get into the playoffs.
Absolutely, Mike. Good wins for Whitehawk at playoff chasing Cray Wanderers, and Lewis going into the 2000 of Dulwich and coming away with a romping 4-1 win.
I think they've been due it, haven't they, Whitehawk, to be fair?
Yeah.
What is that?
Gaz, is that you again?
Yeah.
No, it's on me. I've got headphones on.
No, it's not your laptop.
No, I might be.
Daddy Bell?
Yeah,
that's better. Yeah.
Oh, it's because I brought the microphone up there.
Trev, they've been due one, haven't they? Because the last 3 games, it's been 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. And by all accounts, from what I hear, they played well in all the games as well and should have took more points. So, yeah. Went away from home, 2-1. Yeah, who got the goals?
Charlie Lambert got a brace.
Lambert got both.
Yeah. And it came from behind as well. Against a side that's only lost, I think, 3 times this season.
Yeah. And Cray Wanderers were in 7th place there. So, yeah. But hopefully they kick on over the Christmas period because they've got a few tough games come up.
Yeah. And again, I mean, even with, as we showed with Burgess Hill a couple of weeks ago as well, if you can put the back-to-back wins together, it does take you up the table. Even looking at Chichester where they are, if they, I think, win on Saturday against Averley, they could jump up from something like about, I think, 15th to about 7th or 8th.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. 8th. There's such disparity in the amount of games played there because Chichester haven't even played the least amount of games. Averley have only played 18 games.
Yeah.
They got 4 games in hand on some people, and they're sat on 32 points just outside the playoffs. So they've got 3 games in hand on folks. I'll be honest with you, I don't think anyone's going to catch Folkestone. I think that's already before Christmas. I think that's probably almost a done deal. They're 54 points. They're 9 points ahead. No, 11 points ahead. And you look at their goal difference, there's almost 20 goals, 19 goals ahead of the next best, which is Chatham.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people said like Dover were in this position last year, which they were, and then absolutely fell away. But you just can't see Folkestone doing the same, can you?
They're back at home now as well, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Yeah.
I just think the additional man will help them in that situation.
The additional man.
The additional man, as in the crowds, not that they're playing with an extra player because the referee allows it.
I'm glad you clarified that.
Yeah, no,
you're on about
clarification. We're waiting in anticipation on our guest, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Should we pick him up a little bit? Should we talk about him a little bit?
Well, is he in the backstage yet?
I don't know. I have access to that. Let me just drop him a message.
So this is what happens when you go live and it's not as smooth running as it should be.
When you leave the food guy in charge.
Mate, it wasn't for me. Wouldn't even have an attention, I guess. If he's still available and he comes on.
Yeah, to be fair, if he shows up, then he has pulled a cracker out of the bag, and it's the first one he's actually provided so far. So he's obviously starting to get a contact now, which is about time. As it goes. The question is, though, have you actually sent him the link though, so he knows where to come?
Yes, I sent him the link at 4:15.
There we go. See, proof Gaz does actually do some preparation sometimes.
And he has replied saying, "That's perfect, mate." At what time was that? 4:30.
Okay.
So I have some sort of confirmation that he's coming on.
He's probably had a nap by now.
Yeah.
Right,
what a season he's having, though.
He is having a very good season. and hopefully we get to talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
Right, and while we're waiting for him, we'll skip one and go into the Isthmian South Central, and we'll come back to the Southeast in a little while. Results last weekend: Bognor Regis Town went down 2-1 at home to Bedfont Sports, and Littlehampton Town drew 2-2 at Egham Town. This coming Saturday, both are on the road. Littlehampton Town at Bedfont Sports, and Bognor Regis Town go to Leatherhead on Saturday. Bognor look like they're finally done at Oaklands Park and on their way back to Nywood Lane. Looks very good from what I've seen so far. The pitch and the surroundings, everything. I know they've got a bit of work to do this weekend, but 3 home games in a row after this coming Saturday as well. Should be quite the homecoming. And by the looks of things, from what I can see, there's very little football on New Year's Day across the whole of Sussex.
That's some game on New Year's Day for them, isn't it?
Just a little.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Just an update. Hayward Heath are 2-1 up against Crawley Down Gatwick.
Ooh.
I think it's around half time. It was 41st minute. Crawley Down Gatwick pulled one back. So
yeah,
it's about 45 minutes in now.
But Bognor going home. Finally going home. That's going to be absolutely massive for them. You know, everyone getting behind them. And I think you're right in saying as well, isn't it? It was a really, really nice looking setup. It looks beautiful. They've got the top one out there. They've been unlucky in the last few games as well, haven't they? Lost away to Bedfont. No, sorry, lost home to Bedfont.
Yeah,
away to Met Police and at home to Portsmouth, all by 1 goal.
Yeah.
And they were finding some form. I think they've done well being away that time. Do you know what I mean? It could only benefit them going forward now.
Yeah, it's kept them competitive, isn't it? Which is what you want, really, which is what Chichester and Three Bridges just about did while they were away and then really set themselves up, you know, when they got back home.
So, Badger, should we let him in? Yeah?
Who's here? Our guest?
Yes.
Get him in.
Let's get him in.
There he is.
Here he is.
You hear me? Am I all right?
Yeah, you're good.
He's all good. There he is.
Brad, how you doing, pal?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good to have you on. Good to have you on.
Right. For those people listening to the podcast on Thursday or Friday, and you can hear the voice, we might as well introduce him because you won't be able to see him. So great to have on this evening from Worthing FC, the top goal scorer in the National League South at the moment, Brad Delagan. Brad, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good. Really good to have you on. Well done, Gaz, for actually pulling this one out of the bag and actually managing to get something. Best turn my page back actually to the other side now. Looking at that top scorers list, there's some names in there underneath you that you must look at and think, how am I sitting above the likes of Don Polium, Rakesh Bingham, Andy Carroll, and Louis Dennis?
Yes, some big names. Yeah, it's only December now actually. So got to just keep level-headed and just keep going and plugging away and hopefully be at the top by the end of the season. But yeah, it'll be a good achievement if I can do that. But just want to keep going and keep playing every week and enjoying it really. But yeah, some big names, especially Andy Carroll. But
yeah, especially Andy Carroll. Yeah, and I mean those other 3 guys have done it in the National League as well, and they've done it in League 2 as well. You know, in shape of Louis Dennis as well. But you guys have been in scintillating form since Adam Hinchelwood returned as well. What's he done differently to what Aggie was doing that just suddenly you've like really motored?
I don't think much really. I just think all season it was just waiting for it to click. And like even when Aggie was there, it's not like we were playing poorly. Like we were doing well and still picking up great results like we had at Dagenham, and as a team we were still really doing well. So I don't think anything really changed. It was more just we just clicked, and sometimes it takes a while for that to happen in the season, and it's happened. And hopefully we can keep going to the end of the season on this good form. But yeah, it'll be tough as it's a tough league and a lot of tough places to go and tough teams to play against. So it'll be a tough one, but yeah, enjoying it at the moment.
Yeah, certainly not one of the easiest, is it? When you're on that kind of run as well, though, and you know you're winning games for fun, week in, week out, and then you go to Torquay and you think, great, it's another big game, you know, and we'll win that, but we come away, you know, with a defeat. Do you sort of think, right, got to get back on the back in the saddle quick and get another win? Or, do you kind of think, well, just brush it off and then it's us, we'll go again?
Yeah, it was a tough one, especially being away on a Tuesday night. It's not an ideal. But yeah, we played really well. I had a good chance in the game. A couple others had good chances. Like, we could have easily won the game, 2-0 up as well. But yeah, I think because we played so well in the game and we were unlucky to not come away with anything, we sort of like still had the confidence didn't drop. Obviously, it was a bit of we were gutted that we didn't win, but we still held our heads high and we played well. So we just carried that on to the Saturday and didn't let anything stop us really. And yeah, went and got a good reaction, 5-0 at Hornchurch. So it was a good reaction, but it was good to get back to winning ways straight away, because if it was a Saturday to have a week without a game, like I said, back on, just want to get back playing and get 3 points back on the board, and we did it in quite a good fashion as well. So
yeah, very good fashion that. Now, you've had a taste of the full-time game up at West Ham. We'll come to that a little bit later as well. But what's the model these days at Worthing at the moment? Is there a few of you full-time, a few part-time, mixed between the hybrid, or how is it?
At the moment, it looks like if we only have a game on the Saturday and even have a game on a Tuesday, we're in on the Monday morning, in on the Tuesday. If it's a game, it'll be in the evening for the game. If it's during the day for training, off on the Wednesday, in Thursday, Friday in the morning, and then game on the Saturday, off Sunday. It's pretty full time. It's as professional as it can be, and yeah, it's pretty much all you can ask for, really. Coaching staff are doing really well, and by preparing it all for us and making it as professional as possible. So no complaints. But yeah, it's been really good.
Yeah, it certainly sounds very much like a more of a full-time model than a hybrid or anything. Do you think a lot of that came from Hinch being up at York and learning a lot more about how the full-time process works and knowing what was needed when he got back to Worthing?
Yeah. It was full-time when Aggie was there as well. So
Okay.
yeah, Aggie had it running really well as well. So it was quite a smooth transition when he obviously had really good experience up at York as well. So there's been a few tweaks here and there, but yeah, most of the time it's been really good. So, but it's just so much more professional, and even from when I was there the first time, even the ground itself, just it's amazing how much the club's grown in a short period of time.
Yeah, I can imagine. Right, Gaz, I'm going to let you go before Mike this week, as it's your guest.
Mike can go first.
Yeah, I will. Brad, Mike McCaffrey, how you doing, pal?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, proper. Listen, my boy goes and watches Worthing every week. Yeah, he's in there with the crowd in the old chair. You're one of his proper favourite players. He's worried you're going to leave at the end of the season already. Do you know what I mean? And that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to talk about what you're doing, because those lads are talking about the facts and that you're having a blinding season. What I want to talk about is for the younger ones out there that are watching. Can you talk to them about what happened with the academy and how you came through?
Yeah, so, blimey. I came in at Worthing when they first did the development centre, which was, I think, 2015, 16. Was playing for a normal Sunday league team at the time, Russington Otters.
Because you're local, aren't you? You are a local, you're one of our owners, they say.
Yeah. So I live 10 minutes away from the ground. So yeah, I went to Russington, did both, and then Worthing and Russington merged. I actually did leave for half a season and came back to Worthing. But yeah, and then from there, under 14s, 15s, 16s, 18s, 19s, and now the first team. So yeah, I've been basically at every single step you could possibly be at for Worthing. So,
and for the younger lads that they go through the college programs and that with the Dave Halls, the people like that. Yeah. Can you tell them what that kind of the Worthing program was like? How it was different?
It was just so much more training. I can't really talk about Worthing College. I didn't go, and I know people have, but
the academy set up in there and how it works.
Well, at Worthing was more we were with when I was going through. Hinch was there, Nathan Bowen was there, so many coaches there, and it was you were in quite a few days a week. It kind of felt full time at the time.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah, we were in at college, then we were training, in at college and training, then we had a game. And because most of the under-19s team were playing with the under-18s, when we weren't in with the 19s, we were in with the 18s and vice versa. I was in at Woodside every single day for about 2 years. It's just massive.
Wow.
yeah, for the development of myself and like so many other boys that are still at the club, like Finley Chadwick, and like this, it was mental, like how much training we could do at such a young age, and that's probably how we ended up to come into the first team. As you have Hinch coaching us the way he wants us to play, it's kind of just like seamless fit, if you get what I mean.
Well, mate, you're doing bits at the moment. You know, you're exciting. You're the type of player that gets the fans on the feet, that gets them looking forward to the Saturdays, mate. So keep it going, and we want to see and go and get that result, please, on against Eastbourne, please. That do us a favour, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be.
Is it me now?
Yeah, you now.
Thanks for answering the call, Brad. Appreciate it.
Right.
Maybe look half decent at doing this. Normally, I do a really good job of making myself look really poor. Look, Ryan Harmon's picked up there. I'm going to go back. When you heard about West Ham, what was your first reaction when it happened? Like when you first got indication that they were sort of interested?
Yeah, well, it was I think like the day after the playoff final. Pretty gutted. I was walking into work and Nath called me and was like, "We've just had a club come in for you, offer you a trial." And I was like expecting maybe like a League 2, League 1 club. And he said West Ham, and I thought he was on a wind up. Couldn't believe it. And then I went in and I just went in on trial, ended up going to Hong Kong as part of the trial, and it was just an unbelievable experience that I'm so grateful to have had. And even just to have the year there, although it might not have gone as how I thought it would have gone, how I would have liked it to have gone, it was just an unbelievable experience and like memories that I'll take with me for ages. And like, it was unbelievable. But yeah, couldn't believe it that a Premier League club like that would come in for someone at non-league level.
Yeah. Look, day one at West Ham, what hit you straight away that was different to non-league?
You probably got breakfast.
Yeah. Yeah, breakfast. I got a lift from Digs to the training ground. Turn up at the training ground, and usually you know where you're playing, like the pitch. I was like, where am I going? Didn't have a clue where I was going. I think I was everywhere, but there were so many pitches, and it's not an amazing training ground, Rush Green, compared to like the likes of Man City or Tottenham. But the first thing that hit me was playing on an unbelievable grass pitch.
Yeah.
Like I was on a
like
grass
a carpet,
and it was just an absolute carpet, and I just was like, the ball was skipping off the pitch. And the second thing was then looking at the balls. The balls were so different, like the proper Premier League balls, and it felt like I was kicking like a ball of like air, but like it was just flying. The ball, like compared to the balls we were using, like you could just smash these balls even harder, which was a positive. But especially in front of goal, there's that as well. And I think on like my first 2 days, I had Kevin Nolan just come in, and I was just like, "What's he doing here?" And like David Moyes and that just all lingering about, and it was just all just such a surreal experience at the time. Just like couldn't believe from being playing against Braintree to that within like 4 days.
Yeah, it's mental, isn't it?
But yeah,
and look, obviously the end of last season come. Did it knock your confidence at all, or did it actually light a sort of fire in you to sort of go back and start again, but go back to your hometown club? Was that something that was lined up straight away? Did you have that sort of lined up when you knew you were going, or is it something that came around a little bit later?
It wasn't something that like immediately jumped out like as soon as I left West Ham. In terms of like the confidence side of things, it got knocked pretty massively, I'll be honest. Especially from my time at Aldershot. It was a really tough time there. And that did put me, not just in terms of footballing confidence, just in general, was just like whole life, like quality of life was down, like just like mentally and family wise. I was clashing with family over it, and it was just affecting every sort of thing it could at the time. That was really tough. But in terms of like going back to Worthing, I knew it was an option. There wasn't really too much concrete going into it, so I just wanted to relax over the summer. It had been quite a stressful year, so take as much time as I could out of football.
Yeah.
But when serious conversations start to happen, coming towards July, I think there was only one place I was going to end up, and that was Worthing.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
wow.
great. Look, I've got one more for you.
Yeah.
How much do you love Velo coffee? Your
In
sponsor.
fairness, I actually don't drink the coffee.
What?
I can tell you, my dad loves the coffee.
Oh, that's good.
The protein shakes. That's where I come in on the protein shakes. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've known Dave for a while.
Yeah.
And I messaged him this afternoon. I went, look, I got Brad on. Is there anything I should ask? He went, how much he loves me, and then he said chicken stew. So I'm assuming there's a private joke in there somewhere.
Yeah, chicken casserole. Yeah, that's a little private joke. But
yeah,
Dave, good guy, really good guy.
Yeah. I also work for the company that supplies us coffee, which is why I was trying to get you a little dig in there.
Yeah, Dad loves the coffee, so.
Oh, that's good. There you go. Get another one in there. I think my boss is actually watching as well. So over on Instagram. So yeah, with a bit of luck, get me some brownie points. Anyway, Brad, I don't know if Trev's got anything else. I massively appreciate you answering the call today.
No worries.
And yeah, let's get that golden boot for the end of the season. We should also add this player of the month as well, weren't you, last month? Player of the month, manager of the month.
He's doing bits. He's absolutely doing bits.
Just for the record, brilliant. Can you remind everyone how old you are?
20, turning 21.
Wow.
20.
Yeah.
I tell you what, mate. I'm still not in any physical condition. I certainly wasn't at 20 and 21.
Yeah.
Brad, they get a message from the listeners there. Did you get any support after that spell?
What support? Aldershot? After that spell, no, not really. I think.
How'd you find that? Because you were young. Did you feel alone?
Yeah, 100%. Probably the loneliest I've ever felt, ever. Really? Probably the most. I think personally, quite upbeat person, really bubbly, like always talking, but at that point, like, yeah, it was really tough, and like you could obviously tell there was something wrong with me. Yeah.
Did you reach out to your family and your friends?
Yeah, I was spending. One of the main reasons it was quite poor was the fact that they said they would sort accommodation, but they never sorted accommodation. So I was having to travel in from London and from here at like 6 a.m. in the morning to get there, 7 a.m. So I was waking up ridiculously early, training, and like fatigued and like just mentally drained. And then it just, after like, I just got there in February, March, April, you get to May and you like, just want the season to end. Like, yeah, and especially if I was playing, it would have been worth it. I was just not even getting in the squad. So, but like, so experiences like that, as much as they were tough at the time, I look back at it and think that probably was like unbelievable for me, like in the long term, being able to experience something that bad. Probably people have experienced so much worse than that. But for me at the time, that was like my first proper like hurdle in football and proper like,
character.
Yeah, yeah. Really like learn how to do stuff on my own, which I think
I still don't, mate. Believe me, I don't. Lucky I've got the wife to do that. I'll tell you.
Yeah, it's just a massive like learning curve for me, and like in the long run, it's probably done me wonders to have that. But at the time, it weren't ideal.
Well, I tell you what, I personally, before I pass you over, I think you've got a really exciting future in the game. It's great to see, and that local lad do well, and yeah, try and get us promoted for Worthing before you go, please, mate. All right.
Who said I was going?
Well, that's it. Well, you keep because you are going to be better than that level, 100%. You know, and well, we hope you are. So that's on you, isn't it? You know,
but just to add a bit into it, Joel Colbrand, when he came into Worthing, came from Loxford, I believe.
Yeah,
and he's now playing National League South. So what's to say Brad can't be leading the line for the next 10 years and Worthing be in League One?
We'll take it. We'll take it. And I'm sure my son will as well, you know. So, yeah.
Here's an entertaining one. Brad, I've been watching Worthing longer than you've been alive.
Blimey. I've seen the clubs change. You've seen it change massively.
I was going when I was like 200 on a Tuesday night. Pitch was more mud than grass. I think Mike can probably testify, probably something similar, isn't you?
Yeah, to be fair. So look, it's great to see what's happened you know, over the last 5, 6, 7 years and things like that really happens. And, long may it continue because the ceiling hasn't been reached yet at all. Yeah, 100%. Big season, but business ends of the season coming up, mate. And by the way, in front of this lot, I was the ones that tipped you to go up. They didn't have that much belief, did you, lads?
I thought.
Did you, lads? Go on, this is your time now.
I'll own it. I didn't know whether Hinch coming back in would necessarily be a good thing, and I'd say that to his face as well. Like, I wasn't sure, but I've been proved wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love that I've been proved wrong.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure. It was a big gamble for Hinch as well as Worthing, to be honest with you, because it doesn't always work out second time round.
Yeah, quite possible.
But Brad, I got one final request. Next time you see the social media guys at Worthing, can you get them to give us a follow on Instagram and on X, please, mate?
Just speak to Barry.
Yeah, he ignored my message when I sent him one a few weeks ago. So I tried. Just give him a little nudge. There's 3 clubs. They're one, Eastbourne are another, and Lewis are another one.
Well, I don't follow you.
That don't follow. If you could give them, if you get that, mate, I'll tip you to be top goal scorer and go up. There you go.
I don't mind if Eastbourne don't follow as long as you score in that game.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind scoring in that one.
And I'm going to the Dorking game on the 30th, so I will see you there.
Yeah, mate. Brilliant.
Just before you go, Brad, one last one for me. What does the Christmas period look like for you guys? Because obviously you play Boxing Day, you play on the Tuesday, and then you play again on the Saturday. Is there much difference to the training schedule? Has it got you in on Christmas morning?
No, we do have the Christmas day off, which is obviously a nice bonus. But I think we're in on Christmas Eve and obviously playing on Boxing Day. So I think it's not too much. I think most clubs will be similar, having to come in like around Christmas. So, but it's good. We're still so lucky to be able to kick a ball around. So for a living, so we can't complain.
Yeah, absolutely. Not wrong there. Brad, thank you very much for joining us this evening. Good luck over the Christmas period. Get that golden boot, and then I'll stick you on Dean Brennan's radar as I did Joe Rye.
He's better than that. Brad, have a good Christmas, mate. Go and get those goals.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, Brad. Thanks, mate.
Okay, Brad.
See you later.
See you later, mate. I'll tell you what, Brad, what a lovely lad.
What a great guy.
Yeah, very humble, isn't he?
And he's deadly, isn't he? Deadly and exciting. So, yeah.
I'll tell you what, though. I'll still stand by it. When Aggie was in charge, they'd have finished 8th because Brad wasn't even getting anywhere near the starting lineup. And since Hinch has come back, changed it around up front. Obviously, Anointed's gone out on loan. Brad's been the focal point. And obviously Temmie's gone as well. Everything else has worked around and I think more into Hinch's style rather than what he had before. You know, simple as that.
Could be right. Could be right.
Let's see where he finishes up at the end of the season. Right, let's get into the Isthmian South East Division. And results last weekend. Crowborough Athletic went down 2-1 at Beckenham Town. Broadbridge Heath lost 5-2 at home to Ashford. East Grinstead Town drew 1-1 with Herne Bay. Hassocks went down 1-0 at home to Mersham. Hastings United won 3-0 at Margate. Three Bridges won 5-0 at Sevenoaks. And Sittingbourne beat Eastbourne Town by the same score. On Tuesday evening, Hastings United went down 3-2 at home to Sevenoaks Town. This coming Saturday, Hassocks head to Deal. Eastbourne Town host East Grinstead Town. Crowborough Athletic are at Erith Town. Broadbridge Heath are on the road to Faversham Town. Hastings United are at home to Sheppey United, and Three Bridges host Ashford United. Then on Monday evening next week, Broadbridge Heath head across the channel to Jersey Bulls.
Yeah, that'd be done.
Yeah, it should be, shouldn't it? We mentioned last week, Mike, Hassocks getting drawn towards that bottom 4, and the results didn't do them any favours on Saturday or Tuesday. And when you look at the form guide, the bottom 4 sides are East Grinstead, Crowborough Athletic, Hassocks and Eastbourne Town over the last 10 games.
I'm looking at it now. Look. This one game, 3 points can change about 5, 6 places in that league at the bottom there. And unfortunately, Hassocks on a run at the moment at 1 point in 5 games.
Yeah, 1 win in the last 10 as well.
Hey, but look, at the end of the day, what was their target this year? We're talking about targets with Horsham and people like that. What was their target?
Yeah.
Surely the target was to survive.
Yeah.
You know? Albeit they've had a tough.
Go on.
No, they've obviously had a tough run. Let's have a little look at where they are in there.
I think what maybe makes
games coming up as well, aren't they?
Yeah, what maybe makes it look worse though is that Ashford United and Hastings have picked up a lot of points within that period, and the sides underneath have also started to pick up, you know, the odd result here and there. When you've only won 1 in 10, maybe that magnifies it a little bit more. And you've now got that divide between Deal in 12th on 31 points and Ashford on 25 in 13. So you win 1 game, you may shoot up 2 or 3 places, but then you've got to win again, you know, to keep that momentum going, to try and touch those sides, you know, even higher up the table.
But if you lose, so, you know, a real fight, you know. They got some tough games coming up, Trev.
Who they got well, Deal this weekend.
They're away to Deal, home to Three Bridges.
Yeah.
Way to Statman's Eastbourne Town.
That'll be a big game.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're not a great
2
run
points
either.
separate them.
Exactly. Potential like that 6-pointer in that way. Do you know what I mean? So, I fully back them to get through it, though. I fully back them to start.
Yeah, I hope they do. They've just got to find some wins from somewhere. And again, if the sides underneath them stop picking up points, it doesn't look quite so bad, you know, because you're still sitting above that line.
Exactly. You said about Hastings, you know. Obviously, they were unlucky. I think it was last night they played, wasn't it? They lost 3-2.
Yeah, lost 3-2 Sevenoaks. Yeah,
but Hastings went and beat Margate 3-0 away. You know, 3-1 at Erith. So Altendorf's got them scoring goals and that. Got them playing well.
Yeah,
and
very well. I think they were missing a couple last night from the team sheet I saw.
Yeah, Dave's doing really well down there. You know, really, really well down there. But it's that VCD result. It was a killer.
Yeah,
5-2. Because that could have pulled them away in that sense. But hey,
I think what was worse though, Mike, was them losing the 5-2 at VCD and then VCD going and losing to Beckenham on the Tuesday night underneath them. Yeah. Did them no favours.
It was like that could have been double bubble.
Yeah.
I tell you who that also did no favours to.
East
Grinstead. Mike.
Yeah, go on.
Well,
go on.
I was just going to say, on the basis of Saturday, really good point against Herne Bay, who are doing really well this year, much better than I anticipated.
Last two games, lost 2-1 to Croydon, and got a point against Herne Bay. It's something changing.
No, they lost 3-1 in the end, wasn't it? Croydon. Oh no, it was 2-1. No, sorry, I'm thinking Saturday. Croydon won 3-1. Yeah,
they're still 13 points off of Beckenham now.
It's the great escape, mate.
Huh?
It's the great escape.
Yeah, but they're actually even further behind than they were at the start of play on Saturday because Beckenham won, Sevenoaks won last night, Ashford won. It, like I say, on the looking at it, great point against Herne Bay, but it actually hadn't done them any favours because everyone else keeps picking up points.
Can I be honest with you? I think they're going to be they're going to need a biblical miracle to get out of that. If I'm being honest.
Well, it is the season.
It needs
you know
to
what
be.
I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
but we all just know it's a book.
Well, I suppose that's for each and everyone to decide.
Yeah, but come on. I'm relegating East Grinstead tonight. What date is it? It's the 17th of December.
17th of December. I mean, fair play. They've thrown some money at it in the last few weeks with Don Vose, Jordan Maguire-Drew, and Louis Theophanous.
How many games they play? How many games they play? They play 42 games.
Yeah, they're halfway through.
They're halfway through, and they've managed 4 points.
You, food guy, is relegating them now today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're down. Yeah.
No, I'm not having that.
Can I just point out? I made the same statement around this time last year about Bogner. I'm going for it.
Bogner weren't as far as
No. But look, that's a lot of points to make us. 18 points adrift of Sevenoaks and Hassocks.
And their next three
games,
their next three games are right. Spawn, home to Jersey Bulls, who you'd think on Saturday the 27th of December possibly might not travel well. Okay. And then they're away to Sevenoaks.
And then they're used to travelling. They're used to travelling, I think, at that time of the year.
If anything was going to hinder them, it would be a Christmas period.
No.
I think if they lose to Eastbourne, they lose to Sevenoaks, then you've really got too much on your hands to get out of it, because
that would be tough. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. I couldn't see. I don't. However much money they want to throw at it, however many new different players they want to throw at it, they're running out of snookers because they're losing to the sides they've got to pick points up against. If they're losing to a Jersey Bulls, not too much of a problem because they're mid-table. But you lose to the sides that are around you, and those other sides keep picking up points. The snookers are disappearing. You've got to beat those sides that are around you.
They've got a goal difference of -52.
Yeah, which was Bogner's problem last year, wasn't it? That was
it could be minus 152, but it's like it counts basically as 1 point, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay,
but then
they go and beat Eastbourne Town away. They go and beat Jersey Bulls. Then they got a cracker against Thing. Are you then worried that you might have wrote them off a little bit too early, maybe a month too early?
The only thing I would say is that would depend on the other results on that day. If the side's just above them, who have they got above them? Beckenham, VCD, and Erith Town pick up points. You're no better off.
No.
Like I say, they're running out of snookers because while they're not picking up points themselves, everyone else, which they can't control, has got to stop picking up points as well. Otherwise, they're not closing the gap. The gap's still the same. They've just got 3 more points and they've got 3 more points. So it's, they'll say they're running out of snookers. That's more than anything else. If they can,
that's
they
fair
can
enough
win enough zone,
I can't put them down now. But that's fair enough to say. But at the same time, it's going to be harder for me to defend if they lose Eastbourne, lose Jersey Bulls, and then lose Sevenoaks.
Yeah, but I can afford to lose to Jersey Bulls. Say it's the other two that will cause them more of a problem.
I don't think it's so much now at this stage where it's about the team. It's about whatever team's in front of you getting something out of that. A point, 3 points.
So Sittingbourne have got Beckenham this weekend.
Have they?
Yeah.
Well, Beckenham shouldn't win that because Sittingbourne are a fantastic run.
Croydon have got VCD.
Shouldn't get anything out of that. But...
And my app that I'm looking at has just come up with an advert.
I'll be looking to change that soon. All I'm saying is I can't write them off now. But obviously this is about opinions. And
well, yeah, Gaz was right last year, so he's got a bit of form.
Well, he's got form.
Not much.
He's 1 from 1.
Yeah, that's better than
we will revisit this. Yeah, on the week after Sevenoaks.
About January the 6th.
Yeah,
we'll have to revisit it. Yeah,
about the 8th, something like that.
Yeah, about that. Right, let's get into the Southern Combination Premier Division.
Gaz, good viewing though, wouldn't it? It would make good viewing if they start creeping up and pull that greatest.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd love it.
But Gaz wants to go 2 from 2. Have you got an update from Hayward Heath, Gaz?
Yeah, if you give me just a second, because I was too busy. Oh, bollocks. Anyone else give me an update from there?
No, because I'm busy ready for my next bit of the script. So,
Godalming are losing 2-0 in their Surrey Cup.
Oh, that's only that Surrey Cup, isn't it?
I don't know what to call it, a Surrey FA Saturday Cup, because all the games I've seen are played on a Tuesday or Wednesday night. Oh, no. It's played on Saturday.
As of 10 minutes ago, they're back underway. It's 2-1 still.
2-1 to Hayward Heath at the moment. Right, results last Saturday. Guernsey won 6-2 at Crawley Down Gatwick. Vardinians and New Haven shared a 2-2 draw, as did Forest Row and Lingfield. Little Common lost 3-0 at home to Eastbourne United. Lancing won 4-2 at Midhurst and Eastbourne. Shoreham went down 2-0 at Peacehaven and Telscombe. Roffey beat Hayward Heath Town by 2-1. Bexhill United won 2-0 at Seaford Town. Stenning Town beat Horsham Wyam by 3-1, and Pagham won by 1-0 at Wick. No big games bar tonight's Hayward Heath game. This coming Saturday, Seaford Town head across the water to Guernsey. Bexhill United host AFC Vardinians. Festive football for a fiver at Bexhill on Saturday. Eastbourne United at home to Forest Row. Hayward Heath at home again to Midhurst and Eastbourne. Wick travel to Horsham YM. Lancing host Roffey. Lingfield host Peacehaven and Telscombe at AFC Whiteleaf. Crawley Down Gatwick are away again at New Haven. Stenning Town head to Pagham, and Shoreham host Little Common. Where do you want to start? Hayward Heath with the podcast curse. Stenning versus Horsham YM.
Can I say one thing?
What?
You say Seaford are going away to Guernsey.
Yeah.
It'll be gutted as well, Paul, where it's come this time of the year. Do you know what I mean? Just before Christmas.
I think he said earlier in the season, didn't he, that he said when it was, and it just wasn't ideal. But everyone's got to go some point, haven't they?
Yeah, it's just but you love that, just not around Christmas. Do you know what I mean? When they're out going, come on, do a bit of Christmas shopping as well. Need you on the Sunday. Need you doing this. Tired of it already, mate. I'm really intrigued. Obviously, Broadbridge head to Jersey next Monday, and it was obviously postponed from very early on in the season because they couldn't get flights because of the lateness of the fixtures coming out. Obviously, how does that fit? Is it nice? Is it not? Have most people finish work Friday and then the 3 days they've got there, it doesn't matter? Or, interesting to know. I might have to drop Chris a little message and see how it fits to them. But anyway, where should we start? The podcast curse? Yeah. Right. Do you know what? Right. This podcast curse is
it's real, isn't it? It's real.
It is. Well, something bad happens. Don't come on the show. Right. No one come on the show. Poor old Brad. What's going to happen? He's going to get sent off for the weekend, probably. Bless him.
No.
Or either that or Andy Carroll's going to score 6 and draw level on 13 points. Goals, sorry.
Yeah, look, it was always going to happen. Always going to happen. Do you know what I mean? But fair play to Roffey. Absolutely fair play.
Considering it was Roffey's home fixture at Hayward Heath.
Yeah, that is. I spoke to Jack Monday in the week, and messaged him with that, and I think he got that plan right for that game, and so he did. They were good value for it by all accounts as well. You can't take it away from them. Everyone would have thought that would have been, the finely oiled machine would have gone on again. But they were always going to lose at some point. It was going to happen. They've had a lot of tough games, Hayward Heath, over the last few weeks. Must be really tough to keep that intensity level up there. Absolutely optimum levels. I know they rotate a lot. But on the day, take nothing away from Roffey. That they were due one of them as well. They're about to
that's their second one against Hayward Heath this year.
Yeah. So look, Jack Monday got it right on the day, and like I said, there's a massive game in all those Roffey lads, 100%. Some really really good players in that side, but it just adds another little spanner into this crazy league of the SNLF, isn't it?
Yeah,
it must have been. But it's football. Yeah. It is. At the moment, they're on the road to recovery this evening. 2-1 up at home to Crawley Down Gatwick on Wednesday night.
Crawley Down Gatwick and no mugs either.
Not as strong a season as they were last year. When I spoke to Dave Connor, the chairman, earlier in the season, though, he said that they overachieved a lot last year, and they're more very much a 12th, 13th place side this year. But like Hayward Heath, they're having a good run in the Vars as well. So maybe after Christmas that'll help propel them a little bit further down as well. I was at Steyning against Horsham YM on Saturday. I think I was the only one actually going to a game of football. Huh?
Tasty, wasn't it?
Interesting. No, it was a very decent game. Two good sides in that division. And it was all Steyning to start with. All the chances were up the top end of the pitch from where I was, and Horsham scored and really controlled the game afterwards, right up until their guy got sent off. And I said to Liam, it was a silly yellow. I couldn't see it from where I was position wise.
He didn't agree with you, did he?
Huh?
He didn't agree with you, did he?
I've seen the clip since then.
I don't agree either.
I've seen the clip, and I don't think it was a second yellow.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Which is a silly card given out by the referee, whichever way you want to term it. The thing being though is that not having 11 on the pitch cost them the game.
Yeah.
And the only thing I would say that Horsham didn't do very well is defend, because they sat so far back. They invited Steyning on for every minute. They went down to 10 men, and I think they had possibly 3, maybe 4 attacks in the next whatever it was, nearly 40 minutes, where they actually got out of their own half, and it didn't go anywhere. You just can't sit that deep. I was surprised they kept both strikers on the pitch. One dropped a little deeper but didn't look comfortable. So whether that tactically would have changed, but Joe Ben picked up the equaliser, unmarked, ghosting in at the far post, and you can't give someone like that any acre of space, not a yard.
No.
He has that bread and butter, doesn't he, Ben?
Yeah. To be fair, both centre halves kept Stan Bridgman quiet the entire game. They marshalled him really well, and he ended up. But what that happened then was they ended up substituting him, which then sent Joe Ben into a more forward position. Dion Jarvis came into the 10, and you've then got Jazz Rance coming down the outside, delivering balls into the box.
Their attacking line is absolutely disgusting, isn't it?
It is. And it is difficult to defend against, but I just think it was too deep. And the finish from Dion, if you haven't seen it, for his first goal, which put Steyning into the lead.
I've seen it, and I've seen the celebration too. I'm all for that.
Not that goal. The first one he scored.
Oh, the first
was
one.
Was an absolute deft finish. As the ball come into the box, it was controlled. It was the perfect weight over the top of the goalkeeper. It was a really good, what I thought was going to be the winner, and then it turned out that they scored another one after that. And again, another good goal from Dion, cutting in on the left-hand side, dropped his shoulder, went round 3 challenges, and fired it into the net. What would have happened if they'd have kept 11 on the pitch? I don't know. I think probably the game would have drawn, because Steyning would have had to have made.
Sides, though, aren't they, Trev?
Yeah, 2 very good sides. Yeah, I was saying to, I can't remember who it was. Saying to someone though, I think this year for Horsham is about building a side, keeping the core through in the summer, and adding just a couple of little bit more extra bits of quality. They're very good defensively, which they've shown through the season. The only thing you could level against them, and this is one that Chris pointed out to me, is they beat the sides they're supposed to beat, but when they come up against the sides in the top 6, that's where they come up short, and that's what stops you winning titles and winning playoffs and stuff. And that's what I think they need to add next year. Quite simply as that. I thought Horsham would go out of the league, but yeah, it is. And again, thing is, keeping a core of a squad isn't easy at step 5, especially if you don't play, or you don't play a lot. But a lot of them will play for Liam and Harrison. Simple as that. So if you can then add little bits around the edges, which is all they need to do next year.
And that is true. That is true. People will play for Liam and Harrison and that.
Yeah.
And take much lower money.
Yeah, I mean, Liam's got great contacts with Bromley, which not a lot of other clubs have got relationships with pro clubs or even clubs a bit higher up the pyramid, as well. So,
Can't take them away from Sterling though, can you? Because they're absolutely on fire.
12 wins in a row, 12 league wins in a row is steamroller stuff.
And isn't it,
really
congratulations to the gaffer.
They beat me to it.
Yeah, Hammy had their his missus had their third child, Megan, yeah. Had their third child on
congratulations
at the weekend.
Was it the game?
Yeah, Hammy was there, yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, apparently, according to Instagram, her waters broke before the game is interesting. Good lad, got his priorities right.
I tell you what, if that was my missus, I'd have been banging trouble if I was at a football on a Saturday afternoon and my waters are broken.
You're not often at football on a Saturday afternoon, waters breaking or not. So
no, I am. This season I've been all right.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not going to defend myself. I haven't been to a game for 2 weeks.
There we go. Rest my case. Good point for Vardinians and Lingfield, and good win for Lancing as well, coming from 2-0 down to win 4-2. Is that going to be the corner turner for Lancing?
I hope so. I really hope so. We know people down there. We know people in the squad, the backroom people. It's a local club to certainly myself. I hope it turns on because the club is bigger than where they should be at the moment. Do you know what I mean? They have the right base down there with all the fans. So yeah, but it's a long way to go, mate, isn't there? There's going to be some more twists and turns everywhere. We got a busy festive week coming up.
Yes, we have.
There is some proper top games going on in there. And
well, obviously Stenning Hayward Heath is the massive ones on the 27th.
I mean, that's some game, isn't it?
I might have to make that one. I'm now free that day, so I might have to make myself available for that one.
Well, does that count towards your Stenning season ticket?
Sorry?
Does that count towards your Stenning season ticket?
Yeah.
Must be racking up those points now, mate. You know what I mean? We get a free burger at the bar or something.
No, I always pay. I didn't even tell Hammy I was going Saturday. I thought I can't be asked for a freebie. I'm just going to turn up, pay. I didn't make a decision until very late where I was going anyway. So,
Mike, that's a pot calling a kettle black. How's Shoreham and Horsham doing these days?
That's insane, weren't it? I'm thoroughly appreciative of any hospitality of any event I go to, my friend.
Just a shout out, Lancing are up to 16th now in that league.
There we go. Well, Maroon at the bottom, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean,
Midhurst and Lingfield have got a couple of games. I know Lingfield's got one, Midhurst's got a couple. So,
yeah, I mean, they've most of the teams around them have got games in hand. Like Midhurst, Lingfield, both got games in hand. But 2 at the bottom, Vardinians and Shoreham. Shocked that Shoreham are at the bottom, but both on 9 points. Struggling, both of those. Both played 20 games as well.
Yeah. I was just going to say to behind the scenes, come on Monday evening when we do the Dugout Diaries finale, and we'll answer your questions about money and showcase and everything like that. So come on Monday. I'll remind you about it later on in the pod. But that's definitely questions for Monday evening.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one Monday, isn't it?
Yeah, Monday's going to be good.
We've never done that.
Let's get into Southern Combination Division 1. Results last weekend, Infinity won 4-3 at Billingshurst. AFC Walcountians beat Copthorne 7-1. Loxwood beat East Preston by 2-1. Jarvis Brook and Ringmer drew 1 each. Milo beat AFC Uckfield Town 3-0. Arundel won 2-1 at Selsey. And Saltdean United won 2-0 at Worthing United. Only one home win in that lot, but there we go. This evening, Godalming Town are playing Dorkinians in the Surrey FA Saturday Premier Cup, and it's currently 2-0. Gaz still?
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
that'll do.
Sorry, I was reading a thread about Puff Puff.
Oh, not that
right.
clown.
Right. Fixtures this coming Saturday. Crud head to AFC Walcountians. Arundel host Jarvis Brook. Billingshurst are at home to Copthorne. Dorking Wanderers B host Selsley. And Ringmat AFC are at home to Infinity. Good win for Infinity at Billingshurst. Top of the table clash there. It's just opened it up that little bit.
They got a really, really good side down there, Infinity. You know, you introduced me to Sean, and that we didn't interview with him. Great guy. 2 games on Godalming. They go within 2 points. If they win those games, they beat Billingshurst away. Well, when I say away, it was at Worthing Football Club, I believe.
Yeah, away at home. Yeah.
Away at home. Billingshurst are a really good side. You know, was it 7 goals in that game or something like that?
Yeah. Billingshurst back to their early season form of just goals everywhere.
They're still the most entertaining team. You go there, you're going to get goals. But Infinity, let's not forget how close they went last year.
Yeah. Only lost by a goal in the 92nd minute, I think it was, to Forest Row in the playoff final.
Exactly. So I don't know. They're on a brilliant run at the moment.
I think Billingshurst keeper's been out for 3 weeks with concussion.
You know, the only game they've lost recently since Reigate Priory beat them 3-1 was Whitstable Town.
Oh, in the Vars.
Exactly. You know, and that was only 2-1. Hammered Copthorne, battered AFC Walcountians at home. Good result against Oakwood, Saltdean. Yeah, and that's since they drew with Moselot. They're firmly in with a massive chance this year. Not sure what the fixtures look like for them over the thing. Let's have a little butch.
Billingshurst have got Copthorne on Saturday.
Got Copthorne. So Billingshurst, you say?
At Billingshurst, yeah. Or Worthing, or... Oh, no, yeah, it'd have to be. Yeah, it wouldn't be at Worthing, so at home to Farnborough.
No. Infinity got Ringma. Tommy Adams' boys away at the Caban. Then they're away to Selsley, home to East Preston, home to Loxwood, away to Milo. They've got to be fancying taking quite a few points over there in that run. Yeah. And then it comes down to a few big games, I think. Worthing United at home, Arundel away. Arundel will find their place. They're still well in the mix.
They're picking up games in hand again now, aren't they?
Yeah. And then they're home to a rejuvenated Saltdean. So they have got a massive chance. And if anyone can steer them over the line, surely it's Sean. Do you know what I mean? But
I believe it's 3-1 Hayward Heath now.
Okay.
Lovely.
Sorry, just had an update come through.
But Arundel have got 3 games on thing. They win those 3. They are bang in the mix as well. I mean,
as long as they don't lose any more to the weather, that's going to be their problem when they start stacking up and having to play Saturday, Tuesday when everyone else is only playing Saturday. So that's going to be
about
the big,
that, you know, because they've got because over the next few games they've got winnable home games, winnable against Jarvis Brook, winnable against East Preston, and winnable against AFC Walcountians. You probably back Arundel to take 6-7 points out of that.
But it's county football, you just never know.
Next 4 games are all at home for Arundel.
And then Loxwood, Mr. Lacey's Loxwood, yeah.
Look, they're not away until the 10th of January when they go to Billingshurst.
Massive game.
Oh, that's a big game.
Yeah.
Could be a massive game.
I don't know what the pitch is like now, but obviously I was there for the Walcountians game that shouldn't have gone ahead. And I genuinely...
I'm more impressed you actually made it to that game, mate, because you knew it was pissing it down.
Yeah.
You knew that it was going to be...
I got there, mate. there.
Susie outside the
Yeah.
castle, and you just want a bit of that double cheese, proper Arundel Breeden burger.
Breeden
Breeden burger.
But look, I think there might be a few postponements there. I know it's their Christmas party this Saturday.
Who's?
After Arundel's. So they're advertising big on the socials. So I'm hoping the weather this week has been kind to them, but I don't know what it's supposed to do. 100% chance of rain tomorrow. Good. I was saying I'm hoping they might be able to get it on, but it's not looking too hopeful if there's too much rain. Might dig some contacts and find out what the chances of the game being on are.
Well, those boys have a proper night out. I know that lot. They have a good.
Well, they've got a massive party at the club, I think. So the club are putting on a big party. Yeah, I've bought raffle tickets.
Oh, well done, guys.
Yeah. My brother trying to flog me. He was like, I've got to get rid of these. Okay, there you go. You got rid of them to me.
Anyway, good wins for Loxford and Saltdean last weekend as well, guys.
Yeah. Saltdean, long overdue. I think we saw Loz at Hayward Heath a few weeks ago, and he was hopeful that things are starting to turn. And do you know what? If they can build on that, I know they're back at Saltdean in the new year. So when they get home, they get back to that ground, which I think we've all seen on social media, looks absolutely, I'm going to say it, fucking incredible. For a Step 6 side to have a ground like that, that's something they should absolutely be proud of down there.
Yeah, I totally agree. From all the pictures we've seen of the facilities over there, that's absolutely a step above, doesn't it? But that's the thing with all these new 3G pictures they're putting in, and these new they're future proofing them. But I'm happy for Loxford. Good win for them over there.
Yeah, especially East Preston, because you've been bigging them up the last few weeks.
Every time I've seen them, they played well. They have played well. But let's not forget, Loxford. They went and battered Uckfield last week, wasn't it? 7-0.
No, that was Ringmer beat Uckfield
3-0. I was at that game as well.
We were there.
Oh yeah, you were there as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, they did. They beat Uckfield 7-0. Loxford. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Behind the scenes, is that the ground that had the trees? I'm assuming you're talking about Loxford. If that's
the
nest.
It does have all the trees. The nest, yeah.
Nest. They've actually got a big. They've actually got a little thing going down there at the moment. On the 20th. So that was just full. But yeah, they did. They beat FC Uckfield 7-0, and then went to East Preston 1-2-1. 6 points for a team that needs points. They've had a lot of injuries. Had a few beers with them actually when Billingshurst were playing, when their game got called off. They were down at Worthing, so had a couple with them and that. Yeah, look, they got a chance to get out. There's a good guy. They're good guys down there. To be fair.
Right, let's go into Step 7. Southern Combination Division 2 last weekend. Finished Alfold 5, Storrington 3. AFC Brighton Rangers 5, Capel 4. Jesus. Ferring 2, TD Shipley 3. Southport and Ruston shared a 1-1 draw. Upper Beeding 4, Brighton Electricity 2, and Wellington Mike's second territory. Worthing Town 0, Howsham 11.
Sorry, was that 11-0?
11-0, yeah. That? Yeah, 11-0.
How many times have I said I'm worried about that club? That's the closest club to me.
Worthing Town, yeah.
Yeah, 11-0.
Yeah. It's a decent facility as well at Palatine Park, isn't it?
Yeah, look, it's nowhere near the others. It is more of a community pitch. But it is a nice 3G, but they've got a lovely bar overlooking the thing at the top.
Surprised he knows that, ain't it, Gaz?
I'm a bit of a traditionalist. I remember it was about 5 or 6 different pitches at Palatine in the old Saturday leagues, but 11-0. No one wants to get battered 11-0. What's happening there?
No, but they did. And TD Shipley are correct. They are going quite like a train at the moment. Right, fixtures this coming Saturday. Division 2 Cup quarter-final. Russington are at home to Ferring. In the league, Bosnham hosts Southwater. Worthing Town head to Brighton Electricity. Capel against Alfold. Rudgwick host Upper Beeding. They're all 2 o'clock kickoffs. At 3 o'clock, Howsham Town are at home to Chester City B, and Storrington host ASC Brighton Rangers. In the Mid-Sussex Premier Division last weekend, the only game that survived the weather, Westfield beat Shoreham Seconds by 6-1. And a Surrey FA Saturday Premier Cup game played on a Saturday. French's Athletic beat Holland Sports by 3-1. This coming weekend, there are no fixtures. They've broken up for Christmas, but on Thursday evening,
Christmas, like it's school.
break up for Christmas. Yeah, they have a break for Christmas. On Thursday evening, in the Hastings Intermediate Cup, Westfield host Westfield Reserves at 7:30. There ain't going to be much love lost in that one.
Westfield versus Westfield.
Yeah.
It's like, do you remember back in the old FIFA days where you used to play World 11 versus World 11?
Yeah. With
like
different kit.
Yeah.
Right, in the West Sussex division, last weekend, Angmering had a home walkover against AFC Fishbourne. Games at Dull United and Holbrook Olympic were postponed. Petworth and Harting shared a 2-2 draw on. TD Shipley Reserves drew 1-1 with Horsham Crusaders. This weekend, they have games. They don't break up for Christmas just yet. In the Centenary Cup, Harting host Emsworth Town. TD Shipley Reserves go to Selsey Reserves. Horsham Crusaders are at Southwater Reserves. Petworth are at Stedham United. Watsfield host Dell United. Wittering United home to AFC Fishbourne. Billingshurst Reserves host Ashhurst United. And in the Prem Division, Angmering are at home to Holbrook Olympic. And then I think they break up for Christmas. Right, team of the week, the second for December. Yeah, here's the second, and it was the third.
Who won it? Who won it?
We've given it to Saltdean United.
Saltdean?
For their win at
Edwards.
Worthing United. Thought it was quite worthy. Infinity were in the conversation, as were Roffey for obviously beating Hayward Heath, and Whitehawk for their win at Cray Wanderers. But
if it went to a step 7, if we could move it to a step 7 side, then we'd have given it to TD Shipley.
You weren't listening, were you? What, the team that scored 11?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Hailsham Town. That's close.
Hailsham. We'd have given it to Hailsham. I'm pretty sure I messaged you that on the other day, actually, on Saturday.
No, you did.
But my cat is literally sat there screaming at herself. Like, she's growling in the background because she can see a reflection in the glass. Anyway, let's get back to the
not looking at you.
That's just
all. Well, listen, I'm made up for Lowell. You know, he made his own decision earlier on in the season to leave Shoreham. Some didn't agree with it. Some did. Only he could understand why he went. You can see why he went with the new stadium, the new project there. I think
when you speak to him as well. I've spoken to him.
Huh?
I know you're more impartial, but I've spoken to him, and I kind of get it. I'm not going to give any details out here, but I kind of get it.
Let's not get it wrong though. He lives closer over that way as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's seen that stadium from when it was nothing, down and out. The problems they had. You know, he's owned that club for a long time, and he's starting to get his group of players over there now. Probably playing his football. Let's not forget when he was with Shoreham, he was doing well, wasn't he? At the start of the season, you know, someone famously tipped him to win the league at the time.
Who was that? That weren't even you, Mike. That weren't even you,
mate. My predictions are on point. Don't worry about me, lad.
Was it me?
No, that was
no, it wasn't you either.
No.
It's 4-1, by the way, to Hayward Heath.
Okay, lovely. Thank
you.
Yeah,
I'm made up for him, and he's obviously got a good longer term projects over there as well. But yeah, beating Worthing United, good side, and he used to play for him as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's played for quite a few clubs, though, Loz.
Yeah, because he's good enough. He's good enough. You know, he's that kind of guy. But I bet he would have liked that because you know he was at Worthing United when they had the tragedy and everything like that. So that might have been a little bit of solace to him in that, going away with his team in there. Yeah, good luck to him. Looking forward to having a beer with him soon, to be fair.
I've just seen something here. We've given Team of the Week to Saltdean, right? I don't know whether this is a bit salty from from someone else, from another club. But non-league
I don't
HQ,
know. Well, before you start saying that, let's remember it's you two that picked that, not me.
yeah.
Don't
Anyone
worry.
know who got Saltdean's second
CEO
goal?
of the week.
Only got Jesse Burbage listed on full-time website. It's the only goal out of 34,129 league goals we don't know, right? That was a reply from non-league HQ. And then Worthing United, it was an own goal scored by Luis Sarcastro. Do we know if it was an own goal?
From recollection on Twitter, potentially.
Doesn't matter anyway. They can't
But what?
put the ball in the net anyway.
Lovely, excellent. Right.
I just seen it as I was scrolling and not listening again. Sorry.
How about that? Only one goal missing from 34,000 goals that they enter onto them sites themselves.
Yeah.
Yes, that man would be furious, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Do you know what? His
Like that.
spreadsheet would be going. It's a cup goal. It's a cup goal. No, it's not. It's a league goal. Right. Anybody got any shout outs?
No,
Pretty full of them, you lot. Full of them.
no, not at the moment, mate. Got some, we'll have some next week, I'd say.
I've got one that I think you shared with me earlier. I don't know whether you're going to mention it because it's not Sussex based, but just want to say our thoughts with everyone in the family of Ethan McLeod from Macclesfield, who sadly lost his life on the way back from Bedford Town last night with an accident on the M1. My thoughts are with them. I appreciate it's quite small in minority of everything else, but it was yeah.
No, we'll say Gareth, 100%.
Absolutely. Well, I've only got one, and 150 games in charge of Roffey for Jack Monday.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Monday's 150.
Today's game. Yeah, I did try and get him on, but he's busy this evening, so because it would have been ideal. For I say the first side to beat Hayward Heath. Well, they are in the league, but obviously they've done it twice this year, and obviously 150 games. But yeah, congratulations to Jack, who's done 50 up.
Jack is outside of football, and I've spoken to him and that. He's a really, really nice family, good guy. Do you know what I mean? And I know he's had some pressures there where he is, and that, and maybe not had access to everything he needed at the moment because the club have got longer term plans with the new stadium and that. He's got a really good bunch down there, and yeah, good luck to him. Fully deserved. 150 games.
150 games, yeah. Anyone else got anything else?
No.
Not really, mate. To be fair, I'm sort of getting ready, I'm sort of getting ready for like end of work, festive time, football, Christmas food.
Just when you thought it wasn't possible for Mike to put more alcohol in his system, Christmas turns up.
Always possible.
I might start doing like a bar review. You know what I mean? See what they've got. People have got on tap. Who's got the best bars around? I reckon, you can get a burger review and that. But I'm totally taking it down in the new year, though, lads. New year, new me. You know that I would say.
A bullshit.
I think that'll be gone on the 1st of January when he goes to Bognor at Lambton, won't it?
You know what? I'd love to go to that game, but that sounds even rough for me. To be fair, that Bognor at Lambton. Cool. Can you imagine me?
Do you know what as well though? From what I can see, there's I haven't seen another game yet that's on New Year's Day. There's definitely not one in Sussex. That's the only game on.
For the neutral, that's a tasty game to go to. But yeah, good luck to Mitch in that one, without a doubt. But there's some big games coming up, Trev.
I know. I'll be at most of them. You two probably won't be at any of them, but we'll leave that for about 2 bits time. Hang on.
Okay.
Hang on. Right.
Ryan, come back Monday. You've saying up the beading, enjoyed the show, lads. Come back Monday for even more class and even more bants.
Right. As I was just about to say.
Well, he's going. I'm trying to,
Cheers, Ryan.
Always listen to the rest of it later. Be out on the podcast on Thursday on all your usual platforms. Just a reminder of our Christmas schedule because it isn't quite as it normally is with the Wednesdays falling on Christmas Eve and New Year's Day. Next Monday, we're doing a Dugout Diaries live finale between the three of us. So we'll have a bit of a script. If Mike remembers to make one, well, yeah, you got to have a little bit of a script. So it's going to be a massive one.
Have I got to sort this out?
You're the Dugout Diary, man. Nothing to do with me.
Have I really got to sort this out?
No, all you've got to do is have some kind of a script, so a framework to work in. Because if there's nothing in the comments for us to answer, I ain't sitting here and wasting a Monday evening.
So,
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yes, makes sense.
Roger that.
Good. Sometimes red wine and Michael doesn't mix very well. So Monday evening
beers on Monday night.
Yeah, we will. And there will be Christmas jumpers as well. Mine's arrived today.
Mine's coming. Mine's been dispatched. It's coming
Superb.
Friday.
Mike, have you got one, or have you got to go and buy one this weekend?
Quickly opens Amazon.
I'm just going to say quickly.
Yeah.
Bognor, from where I am in Worthing, Bognor Regis Town versus Littlehampton is the closest fixture, bar Crystal Palace and Fulham.
There you go.
Which is 50 miles away from my house.
That is worthy of a Chris Pryor moment, that is. Do you know what I mean? That's really good. So, yeah, I mean, like...
Credit to an app.
He'd be sitting there watching this and he'll be applauding. He'll be applauding, Gaz, while that's coming out.
Credit to an app that rhymes with bookology.
Might have something to say.
So, Monday evening, we'll be here for the Dugout Diaries finale at 8 o'clock. There will be a bit of a script, a little bit of a framework.
Yeah? Anything goes on that one, yeah?
Yeah. But
it's literally an out of control show, yeah?
Yeah, get in. Well, you're controlling it, so there will be no control. We know
my
that.
last one, isn't it? My last.
Your last one. And so, any questions, anything you want to ask, get in the comments on Monday evening, or hold your tongue forever.
Or you can ask me anything. I don't give a shit. Go on, stir it. Definitely, you have to edit that bit out, Trev. By the way.
No, a bit staying in. I ain't got time to edit stuff. Then on Tuesday evening, we'll be back with the live normal SNLF podcast show at 8 o'clock. Then we will be back after Christmas on the Monday evening, as there's games on Tuesday the 30th to Monday the 29th. And then the week after that, we'll be back to normal on the Wednesday, and all the decorations will be down, and in Gaz's case, he's Grinstead. Go on.
That's low. That was low.
I said in Gaz's case.
Yeah,
in Gaz's case, I've got
I've got that. I've got a screenshot. I'm going to put it on here. And hopefully you can see it. That's the map.
Yeah.
Of the south of England, the southeast of England. I'm here. That's the Bognor game. Southampton, and look, there is literally nothing else in the south of east of England in non-league.
Yeah, I told you there's nothing in Sussex.
Yeah. I just worry there'll be a few Littlehampton fans that's a bit sore from the night before to be having it at that game on January the 1st.
It's going to be tasty, whatever. You know, it's going to be tasty, whatever.
It's got to be
especially with no football. Especially with no football.
Yeah, probably be a more Bovril game for me, to be fair, than a big game.
Rubbish.
Right, where's everyone going this weekend? There's no midweek games next Tuesday. There's no point.
I will be. I'm not 100%. I'm supposed to be going to. I'm supposed to be going to Storrington's game. However, I may have to move that. It's look, lads. I'll be fronting up. I'll be honest.
You're going Christmas shopping for the missus?
Oi, listen. Do you think I want to be going shopping on a Saturday? However, I am concerned. I've been stressed this week, mate. Every morning I wake up and I have checked the statement for the wife's credit card, mate. It's about time I took over, mate, because she's starting to take the piss, mate. Do you know what I mean? So I might have to duck out for Saturday and go and do some, how would we say, husband and wife shopping. Yes. I mean, come on, lads, it's Christmas. Tell me you haven't been stopped from doing something like that this over Christmas. Yeah, I know Gaz has, definitely. Oh, come on, Trev. Well, he's living the dream, isn't he, everyone? He's living the dream.
That's why I am the non-league wizard.
Yeah,
I
look,
just out of football on Saturday. Went to buy a new car.
That was last Saturday.
This Saturday, my wife's having a craft day with all her girls at our house. Never normally at my house.
Is it a bit like the old Ghost? Do you remember Ghost? That film Ghost? We did the old pottery.
Yeah, the old pottery. Yeah. Can you imagine guys sitting there doing that? Can't you?
No, it's girls only. So I've got to take my daughter out of my house all afternoon.
So you got all the ladies down around Georgia, and you've got to get out, yeah?
Yeah. So I'm talking like 11 o'clock onwards.
Is it an all day?
Yeah, I've got until tea time.
They're going to get on the old Lamborghinis.
I've got to entertain a 2.5-year-old. So I'll be honest with you, it might be somewhere easy.
Russington Ferrying for you in the Division 2 Cup.
Mate, to be fair,
is that a whip?
Going out with a wife, that doesn't look so bad now, does it?
No, I love my daughter to bits, but Saturday afternoon's football time, isn't it?
I know, mate, but sometimes, look, we know we're going to get a little couple of cheeky games in after Christmas, New Year.
My missus is actually
do the right thing now.
Yeah.
Make them happy. Christmas comes. After Christmas, Boxing Day, you know how it works. The adults start having a few. And then
my missus is actually coming with me to Worthing Dorking on a Tuesday night.
And then there's that.
Yeah. Our friend's daughter is one of the mascots. So we're going down supporting her. And Worthing, obviously. Be nice to catch up with Mark.
If I get you the trophy, then you can present it to Worthing.
I can indeed. That would be nice.
Give it a Brad. Give it a
Brad. It'd be nice to catch up with Hinch. I'll tell him as well. I'll own up. I wasn't sure of it. I mean, Brad's probably good. Sorry, I got a bit closer to the mic then.
I know.
He was telling me earlier.
Well, he nearly ate it and gave a food review to the mic then, didn't he?
I tell you what, if anyone wants to know what's holding up my microphone, it's a massive 24-pack of Coca-Cola ready for Christmas.
It's not a pack of Naked Barista coffee.
No, that is over there with my brand new Sage Barista coffee machine that I got. Anyway. Yeah, I can do the trophy. 30th.
Lovely.
There you go.
Right, so anyway, Monday. Is it Monday we're doing this one?
If you thought this was a car crash, who gets a Monday?
Monday's the Dugout Diaries.
Yeah, the last ever Dugout Diaries. Get your questions in, get them in, and anything goes. Ask what you want. And yeah, let's have a bit of a laugh for that one. It is Christmas, and don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I just not doing that bit. Do you know what I mean? Unfortunately.
There we go. Right, if you want to get in touch with us, you can email us, trevor@thesnlf.co.uk, mike@thesnlf.co.uk, and Gareth at the SNLF.co.uk.
I should probably check that and see if anyone's emailed me, shouldn't I?
Oh, are you are having a bubble? He's having a wind up, isn't he? He always does this.
Yeah, he always does, doesn't he? But he's going to check now. He's going to go, oh, I've got 17 emails from the last 5 months.
No, I've got 38 and they're all fucking crap.
There we go. You find us on X at the SNLF, on Facebook, the SNLF.co.uk. Gaz?
The SNLF.co.uk on TikTok and the SNLF.co.uk on Instagram.
I'm not.
I haven't uploaded much on there recently because the games I've been to.
You haven't been to many games, have you?
No, I have. I've got Hayward Heath was the last one that I uploaded. I've been to Chai since then. I've been to Ringma since then. But the footage, when I'm looking back at it, basically I was shit and I missed loads of goals. So I haven't uploaded it.
He had one job.
Yeah, I've got, right, I'm going to try and see if there's any managers out there that will let me mic them up for the whole game. And I'll just point a camera on them for the whole game, cut it, edit it, stick it out, look at doing something like that.
I know who would do that for you. Mark would do that for you.
Yeah, I know, but it kind of moves away from the Sussex side of it, doesn't it?
I want to go.
He does that anyway.
I want to go up in one of those nests again and do the like a commentate on a game. I'd love that.
Yeah, I did
that at Rothie pre-season in the charity game, in the memorial game. Bless. I love that.
And then I'm looking if any clubs want me to come and do some food, like in the cooking, making food. I've got a little menu that I'm kind of put together. I think we spoke about it last time I was on. But any clubs want to reach out and do that, that would be great.
If you do that, I'm definitely coming to that game.
Me and old Mikey boy will come and do your food for the day. We'll mic ourselves up. We'll have a bit of a laugh.
I'm not committed. I'm not committed to getting behind that stove,
Nah, yeah, you are. You'll be fine.
That's your temple. You know, I've done that.
Yeah, you'll be all right. I'll get you a beer or something.
I thought he's going to go a penny.
I'll get you a penny.
No, if a club did allow you to do that, mate, and I hope they do, because he has got. I've seen his menu. He's trying to put out there, and it is quite tasty. Although we got a couple of concerns about one of the foods, and we, Trev, you raised a concern on the food.
Yeah, just as if clubs have got the ability to be able to keep stuff warm for longer than a few hours. Preparation, but put together two menus and then stick it out there. See what we get.
Yeah.
Right, everyone enjoy.
I'll happily go behind the bar anytime.
You've done that already.
Yeah. Well,
been there, done that.
It was like an apprenticeship. You know, I now feel I'm ready to take the first level of the certification for a barmaid.
What's that? Not drinking the profits?
Yeah. Yeah, just not drinking, full stop.
You say that, right? I actually only drink when I'm on the podcast. I swear to God.
You did what?
Bar when I'm out, obviously.
You did what?
I only drink when I'm on the podcast.
Oh, drink when you're on the podcast.
And then when you're out?
Bar when I'm out and when I go away to work.
I bet you find a bar on Saturday afternoon as well. There'd be a wine bar or some little micro pub brewery type.
Where are you going shopping?
Wherever she wants to go, mate. You know, I can give it all the Billy Big Balls and say she's going to do this, she's going to do that. No, that ain't going to happen. He's going to want to say, I want to go here, I want to do this, I want to go that. And do you know what I'll do? I'm going to grin and bear it, mate.
Yes, dear.
Grin and bear it. We're going to swipe it. We're going to come home. Yeah, we're going to let the kids have their minute and their Christmas Day and all the family and all that lot. Yeah. After Christmas Day, I'm going to Kempton for the old racing, all on the Boxing Day. I'm going to have it on there. And I'm going to go to the football the next day. And then we'll be into the new year. So I've just got to bite my tongue a little bit, mate. Just a little bit. Bite it. And so will
you. Can see how much it pains him, can't you? You can see how much it
pains him.
Are
you speaking in hushed tones because she's sat behind the screen?
And I'm saying it quiet. I'm saying it quiet because she's back. She's back now from work. So
right, when it comes out, guys, make sure you tag her on Instagram for this one. Yeah. Right, everyone, enjoy your football on Saturday. We'll be back on Monday for the Dugout Diaries finale and back on Tuesday for the SNLF.
And great numbers, everyone. Again, absolutely incredible numbers again. Thank you. Brilliant stuff.
Cheers, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.